the world's largest organization devoted exclusively to television and electronics. Television receivers. DuMont, first with the finest in television.
Beautiful? Yes, the new DuMont Hanover console teleset is beautiful. Here is the famous DuMont 19-inch direct view tube with life-tone quality. It gives you brilliant clarity, steady sharpness, unexcelled realism on its life-size pictures, and magnificent tone quality, together with FM radio of superb fidelity, and a plug-in for your own automatic record player. With the DuMont Hanover console, you receive the built-in values that produce the incomparable performance and long life which are the hallmarks of DuMont. So stop in and see the beautiful new Hanover at your DuMont dealers.
DuMont, the world's largest organization devoted exclusively to television and electronics. Television receivers. DuMont, first with the finest in television.
Here in the new DuMont Sherbrooke teleset is the fine television you've always dreamed of owning. Here within its exquisite cabinet is a triumph of the electronic age. Just open the doors and enjoy entire worlds of music and entertainment. The famous DuMont 19-inch direct view tube with life-tone quality brings you unequaled life-size pictures. With the Sherbrooke, you will enjoy both standard AM radio and static-free FM with superb fidelity. And the Sherbrooke's versatile record player plays every size, every speed of record automatically. See it at your DuMont dealers.
DuMont, the world's largest organization devoted exclusively to television and electronics. Television receivers, television network, television picture tubes, telecasting equipment, electronic equipment, research. DuMont, first with the finest in television.
The finest in modern design means extreme simplicity of lines, based on classical concepts of proportions, with a minimum of ornamentation and a maximum of natural beauty. For sheer lovely simplicity, what is more modern than the new DuMont Westerly console, with all the new electronic marvels of DuMont engineering, including the truly great 19-inch direct view, life-tone, life-size picture tube, superb FM radio, and advanced television wizardry, including the exclusive DuMont features of Sensituner, Steady Beam, and Signal Lock, for the finest television pictures you've ever seen. Today, see the beautiful DuMont Westerly in both fine mahogany veneer and blonde hardwood. We used to hustle visitors past this corner before they could get a good look, but not anymore. Our decorator went to work, and now it's the showplace of our home. Just the setting for our new teleset, the DuMont Mount Vernon with the 19-inch life-tone picture tube. It's a splendid Georgian period cabinet in either light or dark woods. Of course, we chose DuMont because technically, too, it's the most advanced set you can buy. The DuMont Sensituner avoids blur, keeps the picture needle sharp. The Steady Beam guards against fading, makes the image clear and steady. And the Signal Lock helps prevent rollover, locks the picture in position. So if you want the finest and the smartest in television, take it from me, a DuMont is for you. Certain television owners have an easy assurance about them which says, I know I have the finest. They are the owners of DuMont telesets. Typical of television's first family, the DuMont Tarrytown with its rich hand-rubbed cabinet reflects the inner craftsmanship which ensures unexcelled performance and long life in the DuMont tradition. The DuMont Tarrytown has a 17-inch life-tone picture tube, unequaled for brilliance, clarity, and steadiness. A superb sound system with fine AM and FM radio, an automatic record player for all speeds, all sizes of records, and many other features engineered by DuMont to bring you the ultimate in televiewing pleasure. Since the days of early America, the name of Paul Revere has been famous not only as a patriot, but also as a master craftsman, artist, and designer. The feeling of simple lines and distinctive design of Revere are found in this beautiful new DuMont Revere console with the famous DuMont 17-inch direct view life-tone picture tube, superb FM radio and phonograph plug-in, plus the wizardry of new DuMont circuits with the Sensituner for unexcelled selectivity, signal lock which eliminates rollover and distortion, steady beam for uniform picture strength. This magnificent DuMont Revere console is available in both fine mahogany veneer and blonde hardwoods. See it today.
In television and electronics, the name DuMont is your hallmark of quality and distinction. DuMont, first with the finest in television.
In keeping with the tradition of old master craftsmen, the Sherbrooke by DuMont combines the finest in design with the most painstaking workmanship. Here is rich furniture styling. Here is DuMont's magnificent 19-inch picture to bring you the magic of television in all its brilliance. Lifelike television made possible by DuMont's incomparable superpowered chassis. In addition, there's a fine AM and FM radio with superb sound system and an automatic 3-speed record player. For the finest in home entertainment and exquisite styling, you want the Sherbrooke by DuMont. Expertly crafted as a fine model. Stylish as a Paris original. The Westminster Series 2 by DuMont. Designed for the few who would have the best in precision craftsmanship. This new DuMont Westminster combines all your home entertainment in one authentically styled 18th century cabinet. A magnificent teleset with DuMont's incomparable 19-inch life-tone picture. So beautifully clear and steady. A splendid AM and FM radio with superb 3-speaker sound system. A record player for all 3 speeds, all 3 sizes of records. And a high-fidelity tape recorder, complete with automatic time control. Here indeed is the ultimate in home entertainment. The Westminster Series 2 by DuMont. First with the finest in television.
This is the story of a little house by the side of the road and of 2 wonderful people who lived there for years. Here they came as bride and groom. Here their children grew up and in turn were married. As the years went by, they stayed home, alone with their memories, until they received the magnificent gift, a television set. As the children said, for the finest mother and dad of all, the finest TV set of all, a DuMont, with its famous life-tone, life-size picture. Now there is great happiness in the little house, for each day the world comes into this living room. And once again, these lovely people are part of the endless parade of man and industry, of song and story, brought to them through the magic of TV at its best, by DuMont. This year commemorates the 20th anniversary of the laboratories that developed the cathode ray tube and made present-day television possible. The Allen B. DuMont Laboratories, producers of telesets for the home, pioneers in the development of electronics which made possible radar and LORAN, oscilloscopes for industry, equipment used in modern medical research, instruments essential to the study of nuclear energy. Now, DuMont stands ready to devote its facilities to help provide for our country's security. So whether you think of electronics for industry, for national defense, or for the home, think of DuMont, first with the finest in television.
This was television 2 decades ago. erratic, impractical, with bleary peephole pictures. Here was the first feeble spark of a mighty industry, a spark that burst into flame at the hands of Dr. DuMont when he developed the cathode ray tube into a television picture screen. At the DuMont laboratories, this picture tube improved and grew and grew and grew. Today it provides pictures that are literally over life size. The cathode ray tube is the very heart of all television receivers. For through this tube, electronic impulses are converted to living pictures. DuMont's matchless circuits and long experience in electronics provide all the features that combine to produce the incomparable performance that is traditional with DuMont. Yes, sir. Of all the violins in all the world, some are just plain fiddles. Some are much better examples of the violin maker's art. But the finest of all violins is the Stradivarius. So perfect in pitch, so true in tone, the Stradivarius is obviously in a class by itself. And in television, DuMont is in a class by itself. No other set offers a picture so clear and lifelike. No other set can duplicate DuMont's fine precision craftsmanship. If you want TV at its best, buy a DuMont. The story of television is the story of the cathode ray tube. It started in 1931 when Dr. Alan B. DuMont began the development of this tube in a small workshop and established leadership in the production of cathode ray tubes. Over the years, DuMont worked unceasingly to give you big picture television, 12-inch, 15, 17-inch, 19, 20. And now, DuMont proudly presents the 30-inch tube, world's largest direct view tube with a picture area of 526 square inches. The DuMont Royal Sovereign is another example of DuMont's advanced thinking. Another reason why today, as over the past 20 years, DuMont means first with the finest in television. This is Albert the Angler going telefishing. Fishing here and fishing there for just the right TV set. He wants the best, so that means DuMont. But he also wants the largest. Now that's about a 17-inch screen. DuMont makes that size, but it's not nearly the largest. Yes, DuMont makes a 19-inch too, but also an even bigger one. By far the biggest in television. That's the size, a 30-inch picture tube. You see, Albert, DuMont, who will have nothing to do with sardine-sized screens, offers you a whale of a big 30-incher on the DuMont Royal Sovereign. This is but one of many developments by DuMont. Developments which have led the way to modern electronic miracles for industry, for the home, for our nation's defense.
This is the story of Mr. Al I. Babbitt, citizen, who wished he had a magic carpet. One day he tripped over something and it was a bottle with a good old-fashioned genie who said,
I will grant you one wish.
I want a magic carpet.
You know, they haven't been making magic carpets lately. But let me show you a new kind of magic carpet that brings the whole world right to you. A DuMont teleset. You can have a table model with 17-inch rectangular screen, a console with life-size, life-tone pictures, a combination with AM and FM radio, and a 3-speed record player for the Royal Sovereign with the world's largest direct view picture.
Believe me, a new DuMont is a real magic carpet.
Let's take a moment for a quick trip to Vermont and visit the home of one of America's famous artists and beloved illustrators, Norman Rockwell. Back of his house is his studio, so we'll look in at Mr. Rockwell at his easel.
Hi there, folks. Come on in, look around. As you probably know, I like to paint the typical American scene. Take this illustration, for example. It's a view of the gathering of the acclaim before the television set. And that's typical most everywhere you go these days. Look over here. The models, well, they're my neighbors, and that's my DuMont they're watching. I'm painting them from life, just as they come in here almost every evening. And I've painted myself into the picture, too. We really go for television up here. And to get the most out of television, we do our viewing on a DuMont.